Welcome back. Well, for more than a decade now, Robyn Lawley has been more than just a supermodel. She's a business owner, activist and all-round inspiration for women everywhere.
But now the future of the fashion industry hangs in the balance due to the rise of artificial intelligence, and Robyn is speaking up for an industry that needs to do better. Robyn Lawley joins us here in the studio. Hello.
Hi.
Lovely to see you in person.
I know, it's so good to be back. Thanks for having me.
I think last time we spoke to you, you were very vocal in the area of epilepsy, and you were speaking. How are things going with that?
Yeah, really good. I think, it's really important to be vocal about epilepsy because it holds a really bad stigma, and I'm just trying to change that stigma and trying to, educate people, because everyone's like, oh, the flashing lights, you're going to have a seizure. And I'm like, no, that's actually only 5% of epileptics, and I'm just trying to re-educate what, everyone can have a seizure, and, to educate people on that as well.
Yeah. What have you been doing since you've been home?
Well, I've been doing amazing things with INIKA, my favourite new skincare and makeup. Yeah. They're vegan, they're cruelty-free, they're the most organic certified brand in the world. And so for me, who's also a vegan, it's amazing that I get to align my values with them. So yeah, I'm just super excited to be home for them.
That's a really exciting space too. Everybody's, this is what everybody's after at the moment, right?
I know, you want those. And I didn't know that in China, for example, all the makeup has to be tested on animals. So a lot of big major makeup companies test on animals. And I didn't know that until I started my journey with INIKA. So that already floored me. And I was starting to look up vegan, cruelty-free brands, and there's actually not many available.
Is that right? Yeah. Okay. You've been such an integral voice when it comes to representation and diversity in fashion. You're gearing up to fight this rise of AI. Why is it such a threat for your industry?
I think it's going to take over our industry. I don't think our industry is even equipped or ready for how much AI is taking over, and it's taking over already. We were just discussing how a company now can try to buy your likeness or your image and then use that instead of using you, instead of doing a photo shoot and hiring a makeup artist, a hairstylist, a photographer, the set. Like, all those people's jobs are now highly at risk, as is the models. And just for a digital version, like, it's not even a real human now we're competing against. Like, I've been competing against for, to have, diversity. Now I'm competing against someone that doesn't even exist.
Right, it's such a big threat. So we have an AI-generated image of yourself here. So this is you, but it's not you, because the technology draws on all the other pictures of you out there. And for models, there are a lot of pictures of them out there. And this creates this without actually paying you.
Yeah. And someone can go, on the generator. There's a few of them now. Robyn Lawley, playing with a monkey, and then that image will show. So it's that kind of level we're at, and I don't even know how to stop it. And the digital image is like me, but she's not me. She's
to get around the copyright, for example.
Exactly.
So they may just change the colour of your eyes, for example.
Or the shape, or your skin, or the body, or the colour. Like, they can change just the slightest amount and then use your image. And it's really invasive. I feel violated. I don't know how to stop it. And it's really growing. And that's why me and my manager, we started the petition to try to get the government aware of just how much this is going to crash our industry if no one's, taking any, responsibility for it.
Yeah, and like you say, there's the financial loss too. You're talking about your management losing $400,000 already, but there's also the things you touched on earlier. It's all the jobs. Yeah. It's all the people who go on these shoots, the makeup artists, the photographers, the lighting, the models.
Yeah. Well, it's also because it's our creative past. Like, they did a big data sweep on Instagram just recently, on Australian Instagram and American, and you had no option to not be a part of that data sweep. England, they let you have an option of not being a part of the data sweep. So they took all your past images to put in their ChatGPT or their generator.
Like in their library.
Yes,
right.
To use going forward, so the AI learns from that. But it's just
extraordinary.
It's just weird because, our world is so creative, and you want products that you can see. Like, we're talking about makeup companies even now using AI potentially, and I think that's false advertisement. You know, you're not even using it on a human being, you're using it on a robot, for example, basically. So I just don't even know how
So
it's...
no more truth in advertising.
No. And I want labelling. Like, they don't even label an AI image. Like, they need to label...
Well, I think that's coming in.
Yeah,
but
well, that was started on social media just recently.
Yeah.
That was pre our petition.
Yeah.
And now we're like, if you want to use AI, you have to at least bare minimum label that you've used an AI image.
Yeah, but it still doesn't make up for all the lost income. Robyn, keep fighting the good fight. Yeah, good on you.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for
It's funny,
coming
when
in.
they did that sweep, they left our images behind. We were left, you know that hair at the hairdresser they leave behind when they do the sweep?
Yeah, there was a cut-off.
Yeah. There's like a minimum standard.
Will
for the
any
sweep.
will any scammers in Russia be needing an image of Kylie and Larry? Overwhelming? No.
I'm sure there's an image of you guys out there. You don't know. They could have swept your image.
Yeah.
I put them out there, don't you worry.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you,
That's
Robyn.
on your OnlyFans thing. That's where that came up.